Yeah, I get what I want, don't need no genie. This right here a ticket, ain't no beanie. Every time they see me, now they froze. No, there ain't a thing that you can't teach me. Rest in peace to feed me. Got my own Topanga at the show. I ain't at the top, but I feel close to it. Got the speakers knocking, now these doors they keep on opening. Got too many yes men in your circle, how you supposed to win? If I play this for my girl and she don't like it, I ain't posting it. Whoa, rap game is the beast, popping up on those screens. Laptop in a dream, top notch with the keys. Wait, blast off at a reach, hopscotching on beats. Cause I just keep stepping on squares, these numbers increase. Whoa, yeah, baby no money in corner, that's baby no price. Okay, right, yeah, that sounded nice. Baby no price, roll up the tongue, I'm saying it twice. Me falling off, keep wishing, tried to grant me 3 wishes. But look, I get what I want, don't need no genie.
Rewind time. Guys, we're here at the master. Or wait, this is Toma. This is the Toma. Tugging it off, Toma. And we're at the top of our game here. Last time we made it to Maddie. This time we're killing off Maddie before he kills off us. And Lucina still just want to fight her brother, so she's gonna be down for a little bit. Beginning of this battle. I like how they do bring the gameplay into the story like that a little bit, you know? They do. So it's fun. If she gets killed by him, you know, she's just gonna get up. He's revived though. But she probably won't because my healer is too damn good. For version 3, I will get a new healer. I'll show you. We'll do version 3 things. Let me shut the fuck up about version 3. Actually, let me talk a little bit more about version 3. Because I was telling you guys about my Gadabout journey last time. Yeah, I was playing Gadabout most of the first like 4 or 5 really versions of the game. I was playing Gadabout. Because I didn't really understand the mechanics. I was like, there are too many moves. There are too many moves. There are too many moves. I don't understand. And so, yeah, I was kind of maining that class just because with a Gadabout, essentially, you do random things. It doesn't matter what you do, because there's going to be a random thing after everything that you do. So, yeah, you have a chance to help your party members no matter what. You have a chance to get a buff no matter what, and, you know, do crazy damage. Also, the specials on Gadabout are crazy. You have one special where you basically you can buff, you can freeze, you can stop, you can do a bunch of damage everywhere, you can do a bunch of damage in one place. Really good special. And then the other one just does shield up damage. So you got your 2 random specials. It's a fun class. A lot of people downplay the usability of it, but it's just like any support class, you know, it's okay. You know, you're not supposed to actually do damage with it, you're just kind of supposed to be there. And that's how I kind of felt with this game. I didn't really see it as content at first. I was like, let me just try the trial. The whole thing's translated, right? So let me just see what's going on here. It was a good time. It was a good time, to say the least. And it was very worth it because once I started the trial, there was literally like a week later, there was a sale. And that's how I got it. A huge ass sale. I got this game for like $15, which is why I don't mind paying the crazy sub fee every damn 3 months. I am bundling it. It's a crazy person. You know, I'm not going to stop the content because I feel like it's helping me. I feel like the podcast is you really wouldn't realize how helpful it is to just talk through your problems, to talk through your issues. It does help. You know, Toma knows. He's had a conversation with himself his whole life. You know, his whole life about not being the hero. But it's not about being the hero. It's about what you do with your cards dealt. You know, and I was dealt this card, this hand, being introduced to dirty videos at a very young age, in good old middle school. Probably earlier than that, but it was like middle school. By some random kid at PE class showing me some Hatsune Miku shit, which she had phallic creatures within her and on her and about her. Good old Hatsune Miku, the first VTuber, truly, you know. But yeah, it's a thing where you just got to deal with the hands of cards you're dealt. I realize I'm fucked beyond belief with my sexual interest and abilities. But see, the thing is, um, at least for me, I feel like that shouldn't be the basis of relationships, and I feel like it doesn't have to be the basis of relationships. But I feel like a lot of surface level people think that is the basis of relationships. So like when I try to hang out with people to do things that obviously don't require money because I'm very broke. I'm a very broke person. I sound like a creepo. Like I'm like, hey, you want to take a walk? I like to take pictures. You're like, that sounds terrible, dog. That's a horrible opener for anyone. So as I've just kind of like gamed on the insult thing. Like let me just goon my life away because who gives a fuck? But honestly, it is like who gives a fuck, right? But I'm gonna use the power for something else. I'm gonna use the power for something else because I don't feel like it's aiding me doing this. I'm feeling dirtier. I'm feeling weaker. And I don't know why. I don't know why I get these awkward looks when I'm doing my normal stuff, coming into work and whatnot. I don't know why I'm getting these odd glances all the damn time, and I don't feel comfortable with it. So you gotta change something, right? Can't change the world easily. You can, but not easily, right? The easy thing to do is to just control your environment. Um, quote unquote easy, of course, but you catch my drift. Delayed gratification will always get you there, and that's what I've been neglecting in the sex life. Like what are we talking about? Delayed gratification, and then you're over here gooning it away instantly. What is you're not practicing what you preach? I think that's a big disconnect that's been on there for me. It's like that doesn't even make sense, really. But maybe I was delaying the solution. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. That's kind of how I've recontextualized my whole life of me not doing this whole YouTube thing for so long, and then now jumping back into it. Because I remember it was so funny when I made that first continue video. I made it after I did a school project, for which I did basically the same thing but with a different song. I just combined a bunch of like Mega Man gameplay stuff and pictures and whatnot. Put over a song or whatever. For class. And I realized what I really liked about that was like actually making it. And then when I made it and then showed it to the class, I actually hated it. I didn't like anything about it. When people were asking me questions and being like, "What game is that?" and being like, "Oh, you want to play games?" Blah blah blah. Asking all these questions about nerd shit that I just know somewhere deep in my heart know that they don't care about or they're gonna make fun of me about later. And that's not why I hated it. I hated it because it's like, in my eyes, in the internet age, if you ask people questions like that, like you're sort of like letting them know that you're not going to find it out themselves. You're letting them know that I'm not going to do any of this research myself. I want you to tell me about it, and it's your pleasure because you want to talk about this shit, you loser, and I'm giving you the chance. So I guess it's all like preconceived notions or feelings I'm putting onto other people why I don't necessarily like that. Because necessarily they could think or not think these thoughts that I'm saying, but it's the notion that I feel from them. Just this. So, and because of that, it's not like I hate talking about it with everyone, but like I come with that feeling already baked into it, so it's like difficult for me like that way. And so I was like, maybe I could do this, but I definitely don't want to do this as a job because I remember back then, like 2014, 2011, or 2010, wherever it was the early 2010s. Everybody doing this for money was kind of a jackass, and now that is not the difference. But now I feel like I just don't care. I feel like I just have words to get out. I have music I want to share. I just feel like I have a message, and this is something that hasn't been Englishly portrayed on the internet. In this fashion. So I always like doing different things. That's one thing about me. I've always known, like, and I guess that makes me a hipster. I guess I'm super fucking hipster. But like, if this was a game that was widely played here and everybody had a copy of Dragon Quest X under their copy of Call of Duty, I don't think I'd do this. I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I like different shit. I do. I do. And I don't know if that's just to spite the world or if it's really what I like. At this point, it's that diluted. So why you gotta do that loner journey like I am, you know, just rebuild yourself the Dragon Quest way, the MMO way. Um and this is a big step. Defeating Masturbation-y Gora is a big step. It is a big step. He is a asshole. And I don't think I'll ever really defeat him. Like Lust, man, we're gonna be fighting this bitch all life. Which is why I say, don't wait off here is when I first start. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna call Target like I said before last episode. Like that's crazy to me. Because I'd be reading about guys on Semen Retention be like, I had a wet dream, and I busted in my sleep, so I gotta work twice as hard today. I'm so sad. And I disgraced my boys. I'm sorry, boys. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, dog? Like, you were just trying to get it out. I think that's good. Like, yeah, I didn't have to work for it, right? Like, you metagamed it. Why aren't you happy? You know, like, I mean, of course, she should, like, wear a diaper or something, I guess. I don't know, but talk to a bitch or something. I don't know. But yeah, the distractions, man. The distractions are all around us, and I know what I want to lock in on now. I know. But it's like, it's too powerful, I can't. No, but I know what I want to do, so, you know, you just gotta fucking go ahead and do it. Like, what you gotta throw at me? What is the horniest shit you got for me, Maddie's Gora? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know, I see it, there go Jezebel doing her Jezebel shit. Fuck you. Means nothing to me. Means nothing to me. That's bullshit to me. That's ain't nothing to my diamonds. My diamond hard nutsack. Indeed. So, as we battle here, I'm gonna give you a couple of I guess drawbacks that'll happen, you know, as soon as we're doing this, you know, as soon as we start this journey of no Metazagora, because there's gonna be withdrawals. It's with every addiction. It's really withdrawals, right? Gonna have a long period of just feeling tired constantly, and that itch won't go away. The thing about me though is I have hardcore self-control. So what I'm going to do when the itch comes, I'm just going to actively look at it, you know? Because I was literally, guys, I was checking it more than my email. The damn website, you know? I'm not gonna give you the name of the website. You know what it is. I'm looking at internet animated pictures, you know. You know the good websites. You're on this video. Hello? You know Japanese things. Anyways. So I was checking that more than my email. Like I said, crazy shit. And I have self-control, so you just gotta stay mindful, look at it, and just wait for the moment to pass. Because it always does pass. You have to realize, it's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. And when you are used to, like imagine you're used to waking up feeling like tired every day, right? You wake up feeling tired, right? And then suddenly you're just like, I want to wake up and stop feeling tired. Well, guess what? It's not gonna fucking happen, doc. You're still gonna feel tired even when you wake up and try to stop feeling tired. You can drink coffee, you can do this, you can do that, but you're still going to feel tired. So I'm still going to feel horny, feel the lust, feel the whatever. I just have to wait for it to pass. And I have to have the self-control, not goon, to not even like look at it sometimes. You know, sometimes I'm just like, okay, I do feel like doing it, but let me do this other thing. Let me go outside and take a walk. Let me start making some food. Let me exercise a little bit. You know, whatever you want to do. Getting out of the house though is like a secret cheat code though, for real. Especially when you sink too deep and you're like, whoa, let me get mindful again. Huge way to get into your body. Walking helps me a lot, for sure. Which is one of the reasons why I'm so willing to go on this journey now, because I've sustained this skill of walking that I'm like, I can do this. I can fucking do this. And it's not a crutch I want to rely on anymore. I was talking about it so fucking much. And I assure you guys, this is not something that I've been planning the whole time. I literally, before I recorded that episode of the start of the Eternal Palace, did not have this on my mind. And then I stopped recording it, I hit the stop, and I was like, no, yeah, I need to do this because the whole time I was like gassing myself up, like, yeah, I grew, but that's okay. Fucking idiot. I mean, I'm not an idiot. We're all just growing, and I feel like this is a growth chapter. You know, this is a growth chapter. I think it's very worth it to have a conversation about both sides there because it is something that's gonna age you. It is something that has aged you, but you know, like I said, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to keep doing it. We don't have to keep perpetuating and staying exactly where we are. I'm trying to elevate, right? I'm trying to grow up to the next echelon. Echelon. I'm trying to get echelon. Echelon. I fucking hate this one. We are on this one for the longest one. So this is the whole gimmick with Maddie. Let me go ahead and explain the boss a little bit. Let's go back into Dragon Quest world. Let's get gameplay wise. Maddie has world making because he has creation magic. That's the whole thing with this thing. He has creation magic, so he created the world of the false, right? So creation magic helps him create worlds around him. In this world, we have the susceptible to status elements world, and he has all these fucking breath attacks that just give you this just a plethora of status elements: poison, dazzle, paralyze, you know, it's a curse, you know, all this shit. And you're super susceptible to status elements. So you can also, like, I'm trying to get him his resistances down because that's how we can do a lot of damage to him. But you see the curse and the dazzle and all the this is just so annoying. It's just so annoying. So like all of his different worlds that he's gonna do world making on have different parameters to them, and they change how basically how you have your status elements or what parameters are on with the fight. And this is, I think, the second to last one for him. His last one that he's gonna do is his I think it's double or triple damage. It makes the damage really high and the healing really high for the last one, which is good to finish him off quickly, but he can also start one-shotting you as well. So you just gotta stay apart, you know, do your thing. That's the reason why strong is so hard on this version. It's just because without a proper amount of healers that can actually sustain hits, like they can't take one hit. In that last one, it's just gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath because he's gonna one shot one person, then one shot the other person, then one shot the other person, then one shot the other. Like I think he gets like 2 turns per time. But we gotta make it through this bullshit first. We will be here for a little while longer. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sorry. This is Maddie. This is Maddie we're talking about. So he's got to be a little bit of a bitch. He's got to be. That's his job. Yeah. So. That's the plan, guys. We're gonna kill Maddie Zagora. We're gonna kill the masturbation Gora. And I'm honestly excited. You know, I'm not doing this for anyone. I'm not doing this to get anyone's attention or anything like that. You know, that's the thing, though. You have to realize we can't underestimate ourselves, right? And we have to, you know, think anything is possible, but you can't just do things for results. That's what's fucked me over so many times before as well. It's just doing something to get something, especially like using something or something as a means to an end. Like see, the thing is, if I was doing this no FAP, no masturbation, no managed Agora thing as a means to an end, then I would be using myself as a means to an end. And that's like exploiting yourself. And of course, masturbation is inherently exploiting itself because, you know, you're using yourself a means to an end for instant gratification, right? But I'd say it's equally as bad to use myself as a means to like an ends of getting a girlfriend, or like a means to an end of like, you know, getting $1 million or the best, you know, whatever in life. We honestly, I'm not trying to do anything but just survive and authentically speak my truth. And allow people to grow and thrive through that truth. Because I feel like looking back through these is how I'm going to grow. So, you know, somebody going through a story like this is probably going to help from this too. You know, probably going to get the same aid if they decide to partake on my little journey, my escapade. Oh, we're on verse 3 now. Okay, we're on the next world making. Okay, we're almost done here, guys. I'm so sick. I was getting triggered even looking at that gameplay of just how annoying that shit was. Okay, so we're almost done with this boss. Holy. my yapping extraordinaire powers need to come up too. I started out. See, this is the thing though. You gotta ramp up slowly. I started out doing like one episode, maybe like around 30 minutes, 15 minutes a day. And now I can get like a large chunk out, like right early in the morning of just talking it out, getting the thoughts out, getting the words out, and then I edit it during the day or whenever I feel like it. Yeah, and do my thing. I'm still working on the work from home shit. You know, maybe I'll get that eventually. Maybe it'll become this. You know, who knows? But I feel so greedy when I say that. And it's like, why? So many damn content creators, commentators have convinced us that just putting our stuff online and asking for things on return, you know, I am making a product. This video is a product. Asking for something in return because I made this good product is like a sin or something, you know? This is what I'm talking about too. He has AoE as well, so it's like if he kills you, and I got really scared here. I was like, oh my god, no one can revive. I'm cursed, you know. Like one of my healers is down. I'm so scared. Can't do anything because I'm cursed. He still has white hell. Like, see, it just doesn't look good for us. It just doesn't look good. But I swear to you guys, this is gonna be the time. This is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the run. I honestly don't believe it myself when I'm looking at it. Anyways, want you guys to know that I do this for myself, for others. You know, it's like it's kind of like how I want my future relationships to fold out. You know, I mean, my future true friendships to fold out. I want you to take care of yourself for me. I don't want to take care of people anymore. I don't because I'm too good at it. I'm too good at it, and then I neglect myself. I definitely know what people need, for sure. I'm good at diagnosing problems pretty easily. I would say so, at least from my perspective, you know. And it's just because my perspective is usually very far in the background. Like I usually won't give you the solution if you don't ask for it. I'm not the guy that's gonna jump in your situation and be like this, but you know. Just offhand, I might say a few little words of wisdom here and there, you know, about whatever I hear. Because, yeah, I feel like I do solve things too easily, and it pisses people off sometimes when I do that, you know? I have done those things where if, like, somebody has a problem, and I immediately say the answer, and they're like, And I'm like, why don't you say the problem around me, you know? Or talk to me haphazardly about something that I know the answer to. I don't know. And it's energy like that just leads the more intuitive to not only doubt themselves, but even when they do know the answer, know that they are vehemently right, they also just, you know, downgrade their power. You know, let me keep that hidden because I just don't want to be looked at that way. You know, I don't want to be acknowledged in that way of a prissy pants. And I'm like, no, fuck it now. I want to be that prissy pants. Put the prissy pants on me. Where you going? Because you gotta recognize, and real will recognize real. So the people who know that you're just there trying to be authentically you and help will say that. They will, you know, recognize that. They will recognize that. It's just hard to see in the moment. Like a lot of things, like a lot of relationships and a lot of friendships. You know, when you're looking at a friendship, you look at two people interacting with each other and you constantly see the red flags. But then, you know, you talk to one of them and they're like, I don't see what's going on. I don't know what you're talking about. It's because it's so hard to see it when you're in it, man. It's so hard. Get that perspective. Look at that. My storage settings. It's gonna be recording too much shit. Look at that crazy shit. Goodness gracious. Stop doing it. Alright. Let me stop being down on myself. I think it's amazing that I'm deciding to make this journey. I think it's amazing that you've decided to take this journey so far with me. You're deep in the video too, so you're really a cool guy. And oh my goodness, the volume is real loud. Yeah, that's because we just finished it. But I think it's just very cool, you know, that the people decide to do what they need to do, you know, complete the path. Because we all have a path. We all have a designated destination. And I don't want to waste my time getting there or be, you know, broken and battered or bruised when I get there. Because I know there's something good out for me. There's something good out there for everybody good. Oh yeah, this is where I had to. So we're gonna get a little bit cut out here. Because I had to, well, you know, get more storage. So, forgive me. We missed the part where the dragons came out of the giant creation hole, creation door of creation. Excuse me. That sounded very dirty. It looked like the no porn is already getting to me. I'm already putting sexual shit in non-sexual shit. I was doing that before, but for a while I was. But yeah, look at that. And Lucina's still ready to fight. She's like, I just had a final boss, dog. I'm still ready to go. I don't give a fuck. Everybody can get the smoke. I'm fucking ready for version 3, motherfucker. Okay. Claus is good. Claus is good. Claus is actually here to help us defeat the bad dragons. And dragons, not only the name of the game, guys, but also the name of the next version. We're doing this next version where we're transforming into dragons, baby. That's what's happening. That's where we're going. It's a new version, a new plane, a new plateau, if you will. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited for what the path will bring, where the road will go, because it's gonna be different, for sure. Like I said, version 3 is where the difficulty ramps up quite a bit. Okay, not that much. But this is where the game gets real. And the reason why I'm setting my quest over to version 5, see if I can get there before March of next year, is because version 5 is when it gets really, really real. That's like the next roadblock. And at the end of 5.1, there's a very hard boss that took me far too long. That I'm excited to fight again, all by myself, all on my lonesome. And I want to see if I can beat that one before my B-Day next year. Before I turn 30. We're going Yushka before 30. Because I think I can do it. I really do. I think I can. And I think it's good to set high sights for ourselves. I hope I don't, because sometimes when I hyperfixate on a goal, I throw a lot of things that shouldn't be thrown to the wayside, but I've been good at the not instant gratification for this playthrough. Like, because there are way faster ways to do version 2 and 1. For sure. But I said, fuck that. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I, skip half of the version 1 stories? Why would I do that? Why would I skip out on all the side missions in version 2 and, not do any of the extra modes? Also needed to get a couple of vocations. We are definitely getting the Guardian and Dragon Master class. And there's going to be a new one as well. And I'm thinking... So there have been 2 new classes released for every version. This is version 7. The first new class for version 7 was the Dragon Master. Dragonmancer? I don't know. I'm thinking it's gonna be another master class, and I'm thinking it's gonna be like a martial artist and a priest, right? Those are the 2 ones that you need to get to 100, and it'll be like some kind of doctor, scientist, ninja with like guns or something. I don't know, like a lab guy, kind of like Item Master, but with, instead of like pets and stuff, you're just like literal gadgets and whatnot, and you heal and you destroy things. Now, don't tell Square Enix I got the leaks. Don't tell Square Enix I got the leaks, but that's what my theory is. And I think I'm not too far off. I don't know if this is going to be released after it comes out or not, but we are in the middle of 7.4. I think 7.42 is going to come out, and that's going to be like June, late June. And I'm recording this on May 30th, just so you guys know, just so you know it's real and true, and this is a theory, and this is not set in stone. as far as Square Enix news goes, they did release the release dates for Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake. So that is very exciting. They're coming out this year. And I'll probably get those on the Switch. Certainly not the Switch 2, because the Switch 2 is going to be a doo-doo fire. Why would I get the Switch 2 when I can't region lock it and I can't play this game on it? So that sounds dumb. That sounds absolutely stupid. I'm just gonna get another Switch 1. Ah, Switch 2 is out. It's time to look at those price drops. Essentially is what I'm doing. There's no other better way. Truly. That's the way of the true Samaritan. True smart little troglodyte. Indeed. Nintendo's just gonna have to get over the fact that these games look like they're for children, and the children will not pirate them. But the adults who play them will. So I don't understand what the problem is. You know, your target market is buying the target product. I'm not your target market. If you made these games for adults, then maybe I would buy them. But you didn't. Did you, Nintendo? No. So you should only be getting metrics from your target audience. That's why this shit is fucking legal as fuck. In my eyes, at least. Yeah. Yeah. Not in the target audience, so, you know. And of course, you could argue this in a lot of different ways in different markets, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't get a kid's meal if you're not a kid. You could argue that as well. But here's the argument back. I don't care. Don't give a fuck. At all. Not even a little bit. Not even like minuscule. So, take that up your pipe and shove it, Nintendo. Square Enix, please try harder. You're falling off. Like, I don't know why you have to simplify everything, but just try harder, man. Hopefully the Chrono Trigger remake coming out pretty soon is good. I'm crossing my fingers and toes and my dick. Because, Jesus. Y'all need something. I love that remake that they had planned too. The fan remake. That one looks so damn good. It looks so damn good. But they haven't shown anything on it though. We're just expecting that one's like dead now. Or maybe they got the devs from that one on this one. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. I had to blow my nose. Hopefully it wasn't too loud on the camera. But we're almost done here with version 2. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. I hope you have had a good time so far. The summer is upon us. Everybody get outside, get active, or you could stay inside and goon. I don't give a fuck. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your mama. I'm not your hero. I'm not your villain. I'm just some guy on the internet who happens to be melanated and can love Dragon Quest and music and dragons and Anne Lucina because she's the best hero I have ever had. And maybe you'll have a good hero. Maybe I'll have a good hero. Maybe we'll all have good heroes. Who really cares? All I care about is beating version 3 in the next 3 months. Version 3 in 3 months? How'd that sound? How'd that sound for you, baby? I know I've been talking way far for 5 or 6 or whatever the fuck we want to do. But let's talk about this right here. Version 3 in 3 months? You think I can do it? Comment below. Comment below version 3 in 3 months if you think I got this. Because I think I got this. I think I'm a no-lifer. I think I'm a hard-ass no-lifer, and he's gonna no-life this shit to the max. And, yeah, I just won't see the sun for 3 months. Okay, I'll see the sun, but you know. I think it's very impossible. I don't play any other games. I was playing Xenoblade for a second there, but I kind of got roadblocked in that game, and I was like, fuck it, I don't care about Xenoblade anymore. I don't care. So now I'm playing this one. We'll see if we can replay version 3. Like I said, I am on like the 4th area of the 5 areas. Oh, on my other file already. So, you know, we already have all that experience baked into us. We are well on our way to justice, to greatness, to fortitude. We just got credits here, so I'm gonna skip to the end of the credits in a little bit. Because there's like one little scene here. And then we'll be done. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed.
Version 2 was pretty amazing. I hope you guys like the new version 2 areas. Our lovely Claus character who's been with us all along. It's kind of like, you know, all the new people that come into your life. I don't know if anybody ever gets this sensation of like when they meet someone new and they kind of remind them of someone they've already met. That happens to me a lot, but I never tell people about it because when people tell me that I remind them of something that they met, I feel very unseen and terrible about my life. Yeah, don't tell people that. All right, and we're done. I'm a guiding ally. I hope you've learned something nice today about weirdos, about Dragon Quest, or about yourself. Hopefully, about yourself. That last one is very important. Very important. If you didn't know, you are the only person that's going to be left with you at the end of your life. It's gotta be there. It's gotta be you, man. So, I'll see you later.